Being unemployed is awesome. But of course, there comes a list of pros and cons by making that decision to be unemployed, and I kind of just want to talk about that. I've been unemployed for a few months now, and the reason is because I just couldn't deal with my job anymore. I was at this place for many years, and it got to the point where the money wasn't even worth it anymore. I just had to leave, and I did that. And I don't want to encourage people to become unemployed or leave their job, because before I did this, I made sure I had enough money saved up. I had a lot of money saved up so that I knew I would be good for a while. And I think that's the most important thing to do when quitting a job, especially if you don't have another one lined up, because you don't want to get caught with bills and you don't have the money for them. Then you've got bigger issues. I will say, though, I'm enjoying my time. I know, there's more productive things I could be doing. I don't waste all my days just sitting around for the most part, but it feels good to have this freedom, and I'm appreciating it while I can because, let's be honest, when's the next time I'm going to have no job or really nothing to do? Probably when I retire, whenever that is. Who even knows? So I'm appreciating this time while I can. And I have a plan. Come September, I'm going to go to school to learn a trade. I think I started off kind of wanting to go to college, but I think a trade would be a better option for me. And I know that if I put in the work and the time and, studying, I would do fine. But I think overall, I'd definitely be better off doing something with my hands instead of like an office job or something like that. And that won't be until September that I go to school for that. So that leaves maybe 6-7 months, somewhere around there. And I have actually been applying to jobs here and there. Not a ton, but a few that kind of sparked my interest. They would just be temporary jobs until I start school. But I'm not dying to get a job. If I get it, cool. If I don't, I'm really not worried about it. But it would be nice to have that extra income coming in for the next few months. But if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. I'm okay with either or. I will say, though, without having a job, it does kind of hurt to spend money. Like, I'm not big on spending money. I don't buy a ton of things. I have bills, of course, that I have to pay. But whenever I do have to buy something, it kind of is in the back of my head like, okay, that money's not coming back for a while. But that's kind of a reason that I don't go out and spend a ton of money. I don't go out a lot. I don't buy a lot of things. Sometimes it feels like I have a little too much free time. Like, I'll get bored pretty easily. And, I can't always go out and do stuff with people because everyone I know is either working or going to school. So that makes it kind of tough. I'll kind of just get caught up at home, kind of just hanging out. And that can be boring, but most of the time I'm enjoying my free time. I will say it's very nice to be like on my own schedule to do whatever I want to do. I wake up super early. I go to the gym every day. I have, my routine. I do what I want at what time I want to do it. I can go food shopping whenever I want. If I have to run errands, I can do them. I have the free time. And like I said, I'm appreciating it while I can because this won't be the case forever. Work, most jobs, is obviously 40 hours a week, 8 hours a day. And that's a big part of your day. That's almost, your whole day other than the nighttime and early morning. So, like I said, I'm really appreciating it while I can because when the time does come to get a job, it won't be that easy for me to do what I want to do when I want to do it. Towards the beginning of my unemployment, I was pretty involved with meme coins. If you guys know what that is, like cryptocurrency, stuff like that. And I was able to make a pretty good sum of money from it, but the space in the matter of like 2 months just turns into a bloodbath. Rug pulls, scams everywhere. So I'm really not too involved with it anymore. I kind of am staying away from it now. But, just because with the state of the space right now, I feel like I have way more of a chance to lose money. So I would rather not lose that money. And, I'm invested in more, real things, you could say, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. I believe in those, but when it comes to the meme coins, they're a lot riskier, especially now, so, I'm kind of trying to stay away from that. And even though I love my freedom and I'm not dying to get a job, I'm probably going to keep applying for them. Even something part-time, like 20 hours a week. I am limiting what I'm applying for, though. I'm not applying for any jobs in food, just because, honestly, I will never do that again, no matter what. I did it for years, and I could never see myself doing it again. But I'm applying for other jobs, even jobs that are like, I see some like delivery driver jobs on Indeed, and I'll apply for those, something like that, maybe even like a retail store. But dealing with food, oh my God, it is the most mentally draining job in the world, and I have so much respect for people who do it, but for me, it got to the point where I just couldn't handle it anymore. It also feels good to not have a boss, like someone to respond to. That's a feeling I haven't had in very many years, and it's nice. You don't have to worry about a boss texting you. I mean, obviously, that time will come once again for me, but in the meantime, it feels good. If you are watching this, you probably have a job or have had a job, and you don't like getting a text from your boss. I mean, I really never did anything too out of line in my past job, so I never really had to deal with too much slack from the boss. But either way, man, like you don't want to be at home, you're done with work and then you get text about work. That was probably one of my least favorite things about working. And I'm just being realistic here. I'm appreciating the fact that right now I don't have to deal with that, even though one day it'll come again. But yeah, I can't say I'm not enjoying my time, but when the time does come to go to school and then get a job, I'm ready for it. I feel like I'm gonna enjoy it. Because adding one more thing to my routine, I feel like I kind of need that. I go to the gym every day, I do food shopping here and there, but I don't do a ton else. So I feel like having a job, going back to school, I feel like I'm going to like it. I'm actually pretty excited for it, but I don't want it to come too quick because I also enjoy my time. But yeah, that is unemployment from an unemployed person. If you enjoyed the video, let me know, leave a like. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.